So first, just wanted to make sure that all the families and friends know how appreciative we are that they are here, that all these rock stars that are graduating this year, it's a special year. So we want to make sure we lift them up. And we are going to do that first with prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for these graduating youth. Thank you for this day that you have brought us to. We pray that you will give them direction and purpose as they enter this next phase of their lives. Give them clearness of mind to move forward into the plans you have for them. Put special people in each of their lives, Lord, to guide them and encourage them and to help them grow closer to you. Give them dreams to work for and a sense of justice so that they will always serve others. Grant them success for their efforts at every turn, and their feet will follow your ways. And last, Lord, please give them courage. Give them enough courage to think that they will make a difference in the world so that they'll do the things that people really didn't think could be done. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
So Father Bill has a story he's going to share with all of you. And this is one of the things that he shared with me. And we thought it was a great way to open up our discussions.
Well, I want to begin by saying to each of you, I am profoundly grateful for what you've done for the church. Each and every one of you has provided incredible leadership at the church. And I am profoundly grateful for the work you've done. Christopher has done a lot of AV work for us, keeping us going for about a year and a half. And Ethan has done the videotaping, and Casey has been involved with Vacation Bible School and just about anything to do with kids. Christian and Quinlan have both been just like rocks when it comes to acolyting. They have served incredibly well, and they've been incredibly responsible. And Alex has done a little bit of everything. You've done all sorts of leadership at the church. And I want to begin by saying to each of you how profoundly grateful I am for you all. You are the first class that I really trusted heavily when I got to Christ Church Cranbrook, because one of the things that I believed you guys could do would be to provide some incredible leadership. And this happened mostly on Saturday nights. It was really evident when I think it was Quinlan and her sister were serving, and I think Alex maybe as well. And we were short a lay Eucharistic minister. And I remember turning to one of you and saying, you guys can do this. You're going to serve the sacramental wine for me. I'm not going to just restrict it, because I know that you guys can do this. And there's never been a moment since then that you haven't taken that role incredibly seriously. And each of you has done that for the worship of the church as acolytes, or handling our AV, or being with our kids, or managing our videotaping. Each of you has been incredibly responsible. You've been servants. You've been heroes. And so I am profoundly grateful for each of you. And I'm also profoundly grateful for the way that you've had to have a kind of weird heroism for these last few weeks. Hello, William.
Hello.
Just getting started. I'm going to say a few words and then we're going to keep going. I'm glad you're here.
Sorry, I'm late.
Don't worry. And I'm saying to everybody how grateful I am for everybody at this point, and making just a little bit of a turn. And what I'm saying is that each of them have been amazing to me and blessings to me. And I hope that you know that this is kind of a weird kind of heroism that you're in, because I realize how hard it is to not have these dates and these rituals, these passages that you go through and mark, and know that there's a shift in who you are, which happens at graduations. And you guys have had to finish your your senior year and make life-changing decisions while being online because of this pandemic. And I want to be the first to say that that sucks. And everybody who tells you that there's a silver lining in this, there's no way around it. I know that you guys were looking forward to it, and I was looking forward to it, and everybody was looking forward to it. And unfortunately, this is the way it has to be for everybody's safety. And so yet again, you guys are being asked to be the heroes. And so I want to say how grateful I am that you are doing this, because it allows us to do the best we can in the situation we have, and to make the most out of what we have. And it's going to be, you have my promise to you that we're going to try to honor you guys in at least a year's time, so that we can come back and maybe have one more gathering or one more party or one more thing. And one of the things that Kelly and I have done is we got you some super cool jackets with a CCC patch, and it looks cool so that you could wear it without fearing any kind of problematic social ramifications of wearing something faith-based in a social setting. I understand that too. And so it's got a perfect cloaking device. It looks like it could be, at a school, or it looks like it could be part of an exclusive club of some sort. So I can't wait to get those to you. That's going to come probably in late May and early June. So we're going to do our best to mark this time for you. And we also know that we may have to go back and do this again somehow in better times. And you have my commitment that we want to do that with you, because this is a shift in your lives. This is a shift in your lives, and you're gonna grow and change because of this little passage to college and to other things. You're gonna really be in a place of leadership even more than you have been. So I want to tell you, because I know that a lot of you are gonna spend some time talking about memories about your life in high school. And I also know that that can feel like you are being asked to jump off of a high cliff and become vulnerable in front of people that some of whom you don't know as well as you want to. And so anytime we go through that, I realize that that is not an easy thing to do. And so I've had to do that exercise myself. And I wanted to just kind of go out there and tell you a memory that I have, that I carry from high school to this day. And it keeps me going. And I was blessed by being part of athletic teams. I was blessed by being part of academic groups. And I was blessed by having a strong faith community. All of those things were important, but none of those things actually crystallized high school for me. In fact, high school got crystallized for me when I was 13, going into high school, and I needed to get some additional tutoring during the summer. And so I went to this special summer school, which had two kinds of people. It had super duper athletes who were going to go on and be Division I athletes in like football or baseball. And then it had like people like me. And then I would have like the cheerleaders who cheered for the teams. And so this was an incredibly, tension-filled, pressure-filled place to be 13 years old in this summer school. And we used to have these afternoon activities, and they were splitting up the teams for touch football, and I wanted to play, and I was a chubby little kid, and I had these really thick glasses, and they said, do you want to play? I'm like, yes. And they said, great. It's they divided the teams. Then they said, like, it's shirts against skins. And so I had to take off my shirt in front of like these people that looked like they had been carved from marble, right? And I was like, oh my God, I've got to take off my shirt. It was like, oh, I get the shirt off. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to take off the glasses too, even though I was at like -12. I don't know why, but I thought it would convey, you know, a kind of, I don't know, ready to kind of mix it up. I took off the glasses too, couldn't see a thing. And I go into the huddle and I'm completely ashamed and just embarrassed. And, you know, I'm sweating, it's hot. And there was this star quarterback who really was an incredible quarterback. I'm sure he went on and had a great career. And I went into the huddle and I said, you know what? I'm going to tell him what I'm going to do. And I looked at him and I said, I'm going to go long. And he was giving out his like orders to everybody. And he just looked at me without saying a word and he winked. So we go into our formation. And the guy that's covering me is this nemesis who used to just make my life difficult the entire time. He picked on me incessantly. And when they hiked the ball, I ran like I could, you know, as fast as I could. And I look back and I see him throw the ball. And I realize he's throwing the ball to me. And I kind of black out a little bit because of the nervousness. And I look up and I see the ball in the sun. And it's just like, I start to lose it in the sun. I couldn't quite see. And then I had my glasses off and I was terrified. And then all of a sudden the ball just hits me so hard. And it hit me so hard. It like went into the folds of my fat and like hit me so hard that I kind of instinctively went like, oh, like this. And I grab it and I hold on to it somehow. And my nemesis who had forgotten about me came running up. And he like hit me so hard that I hit the ground hard and the ball came out, but everybody said I'd crossed the finish line. And I have to tell you, that experience made the biggest impact on me in high school. I won state championships, got into a good school, all of those things, had a great academic, but it was that moment when that star quarterback decided to throw the ball to me. And I used to think that the most important thing for me to do was to go long and to be daring and to try things and to take risks and to not be afraid and not to be ashamed. But this is what I've learned, and this is what I see in you. The most important thing for you guys to do is to be the person who throws the ball. Because you all are incredibly talented and you all are incredibly amazing people. And you'll be amazed at how much of a difference you can make in somebody else by showing some kindness, by relying on them, by taking a chance, by trusting them. And I really believe that that's going to make the difference in your generation. I really believe that you guys are inheriting a world that your predecessors kind of screwed up a little bit. Such is the case always. And we have major things to learn. And I look forward to learning from you. But I believe in my heart that you being able to throw that ball is going to probably be the way that's going to lead us out of this. So thank you for being you. I hope that somehow all of those things have been instilled in you by your parents, by your faith community, by your relationship with God. I hope that you guys know how deeply God loves you and how much God trusts you and cares for you. So that's my little story to kind of jump off the deep end myself and to say thank you. And I look forward to hearing what you guys say.
I think the thing I like the most when I look at graduating seniors, everybody wants to know, what are you going to do? What are you going to be? And I think Father Bill just put it pretty clear. I want to know who you're going to be. When your 4 years of college is over and as you march through and navigate that, who are you going to be during that? And that little bit of kindness, like Father Bill said, goes a long way. We're going to let each of you introduce yourself first, and then we have, as you know, some questions for you. I will say names so that we know who's going next. And I believe you were going to introduce yourself and give us what school you are graduating from. And we'll start over here with you, Christopher.
Hi.
Oh, and
So
yeah, go ahead.
I am Christopher Ban, and I am graduating from the Roper School.
Awesome. Christian.
I'm Christian Carlton, and I'm graduating from Bloomfield Hills High School.
And Quinlan.
I'm Quinlan Jacob, and I'm graduating from Rochester Adams High School.
Casey. Undo your.
I'm Casey Noor, and I'm graduating from Seaholm High School.
Awesome. Alex.
I'm Alex Eikenberry, and I'm graduating from Cranbrook High School.
Ian.
I'm Ian Sarver, and I'm graduating from Groves High School.
And Will.
I'm Will Mirza, and I'm graduating from Cranbrook High School.
And Ethan.
I'm Ethan Carpenter, and I'm graduating from Troy High School.
Awesome. So the first question we wanted you guys to answer, and we'll kind of go in that same order, is what is one accomplishment or memory that stands out for you during your school years? And I'm going to start with you, Christopher.
Okay. Probably the one memory that really stands out for me over my time in high school would be just the time that I got to spend with friends and family, and those that helped me along and wanted to spend time with me, because that was something that was difficult for me to do, particularly with friends in middle school. But once I got to high school, it was nice, and I have a lot of fond memories of spending time with people.
Awesome. Christian?
I have a lot of memories from high school, but I think one of the most important memories are just meeting the people that I've met and them shaping me into who I am today. I'm very grateful for my teachers and all the students that really have turned me into who I am today.
It's awesome. Quinlan?
Mine's very similar. I'm most proud of all the friendships I've made, because all of my favorite memories through high school include my best friends.
Casey?
I would have to agree with all of that, but my mind would say for one of my favorite memories is when I went to the different culinary regional and state competitions that I attended. Just because I got a lot of experience from those, and just a lot of memories with friends come with those. So, yeah.
Ian? What's one memory or accomplishment that you'd like to share?
One memory that I'd like to share is, well, I kind of like what Christian said, just the people that I've met and the people who shaped me. But one big memory is joining the bowling team. I think that really opened my eyes up to who you can be, and a lot of the people I met were really cool and a lot different than me. So I thought that was really cool.
Awesome. Alex?
One of my favorite memories was definitely being on the football team, especially with Will. I got to meet a lot of my closest friends, and I won the coaches award this year, which was really an honor, because it's they recognize the most coachable player on the team, and it was nice to be recognized for all my hard work. And I think one memory in high school that wasn't totally related to high school was I loved the time I spent with my family at Christmas. It's really nice to be able to see your family, and I have family all around the country. So Christmas is always a time where it's guaranteed that everyone's going to be together. So that's probably my favorite directly high school memory.
That's awesome. Ethan?
For me, definitely being a part of the cross country team. It's kind of funny because I came into high school not being a long distance runner, and then throughout freshman year I slowly became better at long distance running, and it was an incredible experience, and I got to this year, and I hit my PR. I got 16:45 in the 5K, so I was pretty proud of that. So definitely one of the most exciting experiences in high school.
That's awesome. Will.
Yeah, so like Alex, being a part of the football team was obviously a really great experience that I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. But I would say probably what I'm gonna remember most about high school is how difficult my time was personally outside of school, and just kind of how I was able to handle my own personal struggles, and how I feel confident and going forward, knowing that I did the best that I could and that I got through it, came out of it stronger and a better person because of it. And so, this is something I'm always gonna remember when I go through life and things get hard, that I could get through it.
That's awesome. Our second question is, have you chosen a school, and what do you look forward to the most next year? You're out of high school. What are you looking forward to? Christopher, go ahead.
So probably I'm going to Purdue in Indiana to study data science. And I am really looking forward to it for a multitude of reasons, but probably above all will just be the numerous opportunities available. One of the things about Roper is that it's a very small school. So I feel like I've grown up with my classmates, and in essence I have. And that is very nice, and I know a lot of them very, very well. I'm also looking forward to getting into a larger environment to kind of spread my wings, so to speak, and meet new people and, go from there and study and do something that I really like. So.
Great. Christian?
Next fall, I'll be going to Butler University to study finance and marketing. I'm really just excited for meeting new people and just getting out of here and meeting new people. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Quinlan?
This fall, I'll be attending the University of South Carolina to study business, and I'm looking forward to just living a more independent lifestyle and similar to just branching out.
Cool. Casey?
I will be attending Schoolcraft College to get my associate's degree in culinary arts. Something that I'm looking forward to would probably be just the different kind of classes I'll be taking. Just because there's a huge range of stuff that I'll be learning that I haven't learned already. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Ian? You got to take your mute off, hon.
I'm going to Michigan State University, and the thing that I'm looking forward to the most is probably just meeting new people and finding something that I'm really interested in, because I tend to do good with things that I'm really interested in.
Alex?
I'm going to Indiana University, and I'm going to be majoring in entrepreneurship and corporate innovation. And one thing that I'm really looking forward to is just being part of a larger community. At Cranbrook, it's very small. There's only 200 people in each grade, so it's going to be nice to step into a much bigger environment and have a bunch of opportunities and possibilities. And it's just nice to be somewhere new, especially in this time where we're all cooped up and everything's familiar. It's going to be nice to have new experiences, and also to find a church down in Bloomington to be a part of.
Perfect. Ethan?
So I'm attending University of Miami in Oxford, Ohio, and I'm going to be studying biomedical engineering. And I'm going to be looking forward to taking part in the NROTC program over there. So, and all that comes with that. So.
Cool. Will.
I will be playing football at Carleton College in Minnesota. It's a liberal arts school. I plan on studying political science and philosophy. I'm just looking forward to meeting new people and cultivating new relationships, and just making even more memories in college and seeing what college life brings.
So our last question is, what is one memory that you will take on your journey with you from your time at Christ Church Cranbrook? What is something that stood out for you or that helps you grow? Go ahead, Christopher.
The one memory that comes out over the rest would have to be the mission trips that I've done. Although I've only done 2, and only one of those was, I guess, major, but the trip that I did in 2018 to Houston was very fun, and there were a lot of memories from that, and a lot of people, we helped a lot of people, so that I have very fond memories of that.
At one in particular?
Well, Texas doesn't exactly have the most understandable road system on the planet. And Pastor Manisha had asked me to help navigate her. So all of the experiences in turn here, oh wait, that's a one-way, turn around, and accidentally, when probably at one point when the other minister that had gone with us navigated and accidentally set us down the wrong way on a one-way. And that was, it's kind of like, oh, there's 5 lanes of traffic coming at us. How about we, get out of this situation? So just the camaraderie and the fun that came out of that trip. I have really fun memories.
It's not church without a little danger. Everybody knows that.
Oh, of course.
It's good that one-way, two-way thing. Just, yeah, these things happen. Sure.
Awesome. Christian.
One of my favorite memories from all my years at Christ Church Cranbrook is definitely VBS. I love working with with all the kids from everywhere. I think it's really taught me how to be a leader and has made me grow.
Can I ask a follow-up?
Yep.
So what brought you to marketing?
It's something that I've always liked. The show Mad Men, I don't know if anyone's seen that, but that's like one of my favorite shows. And so, yeah.
They do say that the workplace has changed, though.
Yeah.
I just let you know, it's just not quite that way. But yeah, it's exciting. It's just like the idea, like thinking up the idea and getting the product through.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's neat. Well, you guys, you've been amazing. Both of you and Christopher have been amazing.
Thank you.
Quinlan.
I would say Christ Church has taught me the importance of servant leadership, which is something I really hope to carry throughout like the rest of my life.
That's amazing.
What part the most? I know that you're a rock star acolyte. Is that?
Yeah, but also like seeing Father Bill and seeing how like careless and how other people like, you can see how just important it is that it's to give back, even in the hardest times like that.
What are you studying again? I'm so sorry.
I'm going in as business undecided.
Undecided? Neat.
Casey.
I would say some of my favorite memories were doing Mission Possible with some of the people at Christ Church Cranbrook and having like Pastor Misha come on that trip as well. And then also going to Great Lakes Gathering with Kelly, which was super fun. So like just meeting different people like outside of our church, but also going like on trips with different people in our church and like getting to know them better.
I have a follow-up for you, if that's all right, Casey. This is what I've had to learn is that my family enjoys binge watching cooking shows. So we've done the Great British Bake Off. And now we just finished last night salt, fat, acid, heat. Do you have a cooking show that inspires you or you've enjoyed?
I actually don't watch many like cooking shows. But like, I'm not sure. I've seen a few things of Chopped, which has been good. But
Cooking with
I
Babesh?
just watch it here and there.
Yeah.
I just watch it here, like when I get bored, I guess.
Well, you know, truth be told, I don't watch a lot of like priest shows like that. Just like, so I get that. Like, it's not. I don't like spend my days like, oh, I can't wait to see what the vicar of Dibley's doing.
Yeah.
So I get that.
I mean, yeah, and I watch them here and there. Another one is Master Chef, which is a pretty good show. If you ever need a show to watch when you're bored. The kids version and the adult version is always good, either one. But so
Nice.
Yeah.
Ian.
So I think what I take away the most from church is just being able to be a part of a community, even when you like don't fit in necessarily. And that fact that, you know, your community can be whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be what, you know, you idealize it as long as, you know, everyone gets along and people are nice to you and they treat you with respect. I think it's, you know, it's still a community. And I've kind of just learned to, you know, accept others as they are and I guess help other people or not, you know, have other people like mold me into like the person I am. So
Nice. And I just want to, on the topic of molding, and when I get out of bed, my hair looks exactly like yours.
yeah, and
Right? Yeah, like, so this is like, you have no idea how much effort it's taken to just get this bad boy to lay down. I just want to say I relate. I can relate deeply, and there's nothing like a lazy day when you get to do it. I mean, for you, it's cool all the time. For me, I just have to try to, you know, button it up. And then Elizabeth, just let you guys know, there is a chat feature, and Elizabeth said to Quinlan that there's an Episcopal church within walking distance of your campus. So she can maybe send the information on that. They have programs for college students.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Awesome.
Will.
Yeah. Well, you know, the ski trip was probably my fondest memory of church.
Ours too, Will.
But for, you know, for various reasons, you know, obviously, you know, it was a difficult time for me, but I was really able to kind of take my mind off things, just being with everybody. It kind of reminded me that there was, you know, there's still, you know, good people in the world, and people who don't even have to know each other that well to really, like, you know, be there for each other and support each other, and just you know, just it made me realize that there's a lot of people out there who care about you without even really having to know you all that well. So
Well, you're easy to love, Will, so we're grateful for you. It's like everybody else here. We had a lot of fun.
Ethan.
For me, I have to go with Christian. I really enjoyed VBS all the way up to when I was becoming a leadership for VBS. It was really fun partaking in everything leading up, and then also seeing the program develop into like the huge thing it is. And it was really cool to see that there was like no more space left at one point. So yeah, that was really cool to see. I really enjoyed working with kids there, and all the leadership that came out of that was really helpful for me. So I'll definitely be taking that with me moving forward.
You know, and before we get to Alex, I want to say I'm so glad to hear so many of you talk about VBS because Kate Bell is on the line, And I want to say how grateful I am for her leadership of this, but also your leadership with her. And Kate, I'm going to actually allow you to say something if that's okay. I'm going to hit allow to talk. I'm just learning this system as we go, but did you want to just maybe mention a couple of things? Try talking, Kate.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. First of all of you seniors are amazing gifts. And just, it's really cool to hear what you're saying right now at this time in your lives. So thank you for being here and sharing this with us. And VBS, it goes back, it's a big community. We go back to the leadership with Jessica Nieper too with you guys. And it's definitely a highlight of every summer. And I'm so glad to hear that hard work and that love and all that time you poured into that week of summer has really helped mold you. So yay for that, yay. Thanks for letting me say something.
Well, you're amazing, Kate. Thank you so much for your leadership. And of course, Jessica as well. But I know that we could not have done it without your involvement. Thanks, guys. And then there was one other thing I wanted to bring up. I also noticed, I just am learning this as we go. Oh, Jessica Nieper's here. I'm going to allow you to talk. Is that you, Jessica? Hello? Uh-oh. I may have done something, guys. Sorry, this was going so well. All right, I'm gonna just, maybe it's not Jessica. So if you, Jessica, let me know if that was you and you want to say something. But I know that Pastor Manisha is here, and I wanted to give her a chance to say thank you to Christopher for navigating. Are you there, Pastor? Are you there, Pastor?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can?
Yes.
We have you on the big 50-inch TV. We're watching you in our living room, and it just brings back such great memories seeing you all. You're all grown up and too adorable, and I love you all. And Christopher's Christopher, I conveniently had forgotten the fun that we had going the wrong way on that one way. And I will say that it was a very, very unusual experience in that nobody else was on that road that day. So
Yeah.
so we were in no peril whatsoever. But
yeah, because curiously, I think Pastor Manisha forgot to tell me about that event too. It's weird.
it was so forgettable. Yeah, it was forgettable. No, but I mean, my only two cents to all of you is to say that just as you guys were in church learning and wondering and trying to understand your faith and get to know your God, please remember that as we watched you all grow, we actually learned and understood and got to know God through you. And it's going to make me cry if I talk anymore. So I love y'all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pastor. That's great. I'm going to turn back to Jessica Nieper, who got her microphone to work. Can you try that, Jessica?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. And whoa, that was hard to follow because that did make me cry, Pastor Manisha. That was beautiful. I just grateful for this chance to say how near and dear to our hearts each one of you are, and how the whole church just loved watching you grow up. It's just a joy and a privilege to see you at this point. And I'm so sad that you didn't have what you'd hoped for with your graduation, but I know your future's bright, and we all feel so excited to see where you're off to. And I wish I could just give you all a big hug, but social distancing does not allow. And I think that's it. Can't wait to see you in the pews at Christmas time to see how the first semester went and on your new endeavors. That's it.
All right. Thank you so much, Jessica. I just noticed that there was this option for you guys to jump in and maybe just give a little bit of interaction. Is that all right with you all? I'm kind of learning this technology as we go, but just thought it would be kind of nice to have that. Where were we? Were we almost finished?
Or with Alex.
Yes, so this is the important one. Yes, just kidding.
Oh
No,
boy, that's
because
a
I
little
want to say
pressure.
this. I want to say this. Alex was supposed to give a senior reflection at this service, and he had been preparing for it for at least 2 months. And so I want to say, Alex, I'm sorry that you didn't. Now, this is not, when I say important, I didn't mean that what you guys did was unimportant. Just to be clear. This is in a sense your time to shine, and I know no pressure, but yes, but go right ahead.
Well, I just want to thank you and Kelly for that honor of being able to give the senior reflection. It's sad that it didn't pan out, but just the thought in that was amazing, and I was so honored. But one of my favorite memories from church, definitely with Mirza, was the ski trips. I think I went 5 years in a row, and my first year I went with the middle schoolers and the high schoolers when I was in 8th grade, and it was just fantastic. The whole church community was welcoming, and it really just felt like we were all a family without even knowing each other. I mean, I met some new people, and by the end of the 2-3 days, it seemed like I had known them for months. And it's just that type of church community cannot be beaten. And I'm sad that I'm leaving for now, but I'll always cherish the memories that I've made with my church community, because it was something special that I really didn't experience anywhere else. It was unmatched.
And we do have somebody else, Alex, who wants to add a memory of you, and so I'm gonna have her do that. Katie, can you mentioned that it was Alex's prodigious lip syncing skills that you remember well.
How could we forget?
Oh boy.
How could we forget? I think there were wigs. I think there was more than 1 year. I was quite sure that we were saving Alex for the last because he was going to talk about the lip sync battle.
Oh boy, I forgot about that, but the lip syncing battle was definitely one of my favorite aspects of church, for sure. It was fun to be able to rock out like that on a stage in front of all my friends. And I forgot, I was supposed to say, which I actually do think is one of my favorite memories, but my mom made me plug this, is that she taught Sunday school for me in elementary school, which was very special to be able to be taught faith and in the Bible and everything important about church from my mom firsthand, which was really special. I cherish those times.
That is incredibly lovely and heartfelt. And I want to say, Alex, keeping the 70s alive during a time of cultural, cultural disaffection, right? The Bon Jovi wigs, the living on a prayer, it's a shocking dedication to glam rock that we are all better for. So thank you for being that guy in the lip sync battle. And who's gonna step in? I have no idea. But
Charlie Foster.
Charlie Foster is
He's gotta step in.
He's ready. All you need is just a mic and a ginger, and you've got a party. Ask anybody. So so at any rate, I'll turn it back over to Kelly.
That was our last question. I just wanted to thank the parents for letting us be a part of your kids' lives. I've been here only not even 2 years, and I've had a lot of fun with a lot of you. And I don't know all of you that well, but I have a lot of memories that you've given. And I think, like Pastor Manisha, I think that we become grateful because you teach us more than we could ever teach you, for sure. And that's it. I just want you to know how incredibly blessed we feel that you guys came on. I want you to know that God has a plan that's going to be absolutely amazing. You guys are going to be the group of people that persevere through everything. I mean, you've had enough thrown at you in the last month and a half that you're going to be the overcomers of all things because you've had to be. So hold that, and let God do the amazing work he plans on doing. Seriously.
And And I want to thank you all for your incredible work. And I know that so many of you are out there. If any of you on the chat want to say something at this time, I've got it open to panelists and attendees. Just send a little chat my way, and we'll open up your mic so you can say something before we go into a final prayer. I have 2 cents. Yes, Father Chris, who had to correct me, which was important, really, truly. Bon Jovi was the 1980s. I made a mistake. So Father Chris.
Hey, as a kid of the 80s, I gotta stand up for the
Yes.
80s. Hey, you guys, I just want to tell you, you guys sound so amazing, and you have it so together. I was thinking back to my time leaving high school, and I did not have it anywhere near as figured out as the way you guys do. So I just commend you. And I'll throw my 2 cents your way for your consideration as you go down the pike. What I discovered was when I did finally get my act together and decide that I had a plan on what I wanted to be and where I wanted to go and all that kind of good stuff, I came to learn that life is going to interfered with my plans over and over again. And for a while, I thought I was going to go into real estate. Then I thought I was going to be a lawyer. And I did some of those things, and I ended up being a priest. And what I discovered was that I learned to hold my plans very lightly, because I'm going to meet people, I'm going to interact with people, I'm going to discover ideas, and I'm going to listen to God in new ways. And it is going to open up always a new possibilities, new imaginations, things that I never would have imagined back in high school or even in college. So I just commend you guys as you go through life to, yes, make plans, but hold them lightly and be open to what the Spirit of God is going to be inviting you into. And consider letting your plans go from time to time and take a chance on following your crazy heart. That's my 2 cents.
That's beautiful. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Father Chris. And we have one more person who wants to jump in, which is great. Robin Eikenberry, heard her name mentioned. She's not gonna.
Pass.
She's got to. No, I've got the control. Thankfully, yes.
Can you hear me?
We can.
Hi, everyone. Alex, forgive me. I couldn't resist jumping in. Yes, I was a Sunday school teacher for for many years at Christ Church when Alex was in elementary school, and I recognize most of your faces from those days. And I have to tell you, I knew you were beautiful little people then, and you are beautiful people now. And I'm so impressed with you and proud of you. And what I want you to know is that, the happiest memories of my life are my Sunday mornings with you kids. And I'm grateful. And I will always wish you just God's blessings always. Thank you.
That is so beautiful. I really appreciate that. Anybody else want to say anything before we close up? And what I should say, this has been burning inside of me the entire time, is I actually did run cross country, Ethan, and my top time was you were 14, whatever. What was it again?
Oh, I was 16:45.
16:45. I was 17:11. It popped into my mind. But in my day, the kilometers were longer. And so they had a different way. It was just a little bit, but it made all the difference in the world. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have been really close. Just teasing. Anybody else? All right. I want to, again, reinforce everything, and particularly, what Father Chris said and what Pastor Manisha said, and with all of the wonderful parents and all of the wonderful ministers that you've had. You guys have made a huge difference in our lives. And I don't expect you to go away, though, just so you know. I expect you to stay in touch. And I also expect you to keep coming to church when you're home from college. And I expect you to know that this is your home always. And that this church is your sanctuary. Whenever you feel down, or whenever you feel lonely, or whenever you feel oppressed, or whenever you're experiencing any kind of difficulty, um, we are your brothers and sisters in Christ, and you are welcome to come in. If there's anything we can do, you can always count on us. You can count on our love for you. And if there's anything that we can do while you're at college or at your next steps, just let me know what I can do, and we will cross any distance to be there for you in a real way. So if you have any kind of challenges as you're going through things, know that we're going with you, and God is going with you, and that's more important than anything else I can promise you. God is with you now, and God is going to be with you in these next few days. So one thing that is being said is to thank Kelly for her incredible work. And I do think that that's appropriate because Kelly, you have been an incredible youth leader. This has been, I can't imagine a more challenging set of circumstances in leadership, and you have taken the bull by the horns, as you always do. And you've shown us a lot of the way forward with the love that you give and the light that you share and the spirit that you show us every day. So thank you so much for your incredible leadership.
Thank you.
Well,
Make
you've
sure
invested.
they know that they need to come back for brunch with us and at Christmas. We do a college.
Yes. We do have a Christmas brunch. We're trying to figure out a time when that is going to be most conducive to you coming and eating. We've been doing it sometimes Saturday mornings, and then sometimes we do it Sunday after church. I'm happy to do it like, when brunch should happen when you're in college, like 4:00 in the afternoon. We're happy to do it then, but just stay in touch with Kelly and let us know when that will be, and we'll be there with you. So, do you want to close with prayer, or do you want me to close, or how do you want to do this?
You were going to do a blessing.
Oh, thank God. It's good that I'm a priest. I've done this.
I can pull one out if you need
That's
one.
right, exactly. The Lord be with you. Let us pray. We thank you, dear God, for all the many memories of this time together that we've had, for the blessing that each of these young people have been in our lives, for the challenges that they took on with such bravery, for the disappointments that they had to work through, for the love that they shared, for the service that they offered, for all the ways in which they built up their friendships with each other and with you, for all the ways that they have stretched us and helped us to grow closer to you, and for all the ways that they have allowed us the privilege of walking alongside them and stretching them as they grew in their faith. I ask that you would richly bless these people, these young men and women. Give them discerning hearts, and give them curious minds, and give them indomitable spirits, so that when they are faced with difficulties, they know to follow their heart and to follow your love, so that they know when they are faced with difficult decisions to make, that they could place everything that they have responsibility for in your hands, and know that you will carry that for them, so that they would know that the Spirit that you have given them through baptism and through the life of this church, that Spirit who is Jesus is with them always. Bless us as we mark this time as best we can, and help us to move into the future that you have prepared for us. Watch over our nation, watch over all the people who are caring for those who are sick. Watch over those who are sick, watch over those who are dying, watch over those who are mourning, and give us grace to move forward together as a new people, and give us grace to be your light and your will and your love in this world. These things we ask in your mighty name. Amen.
Amen.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, guys. This is a profound blessing.
For sure.
So we look forward to having like a socially distanced cookout sometime. We'll wave to you
From 6 feet away.
from 6 feet away, if not more.
Take care.
All right. God bless. See you.
Thank you, Kelly and Father Bill.
Our pleasure,
You bet.
our honor, and our joy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon.